Hi guys, Sonia here. Welcome to your relaxation break, a place where stress and tension completely vanish. Today we'll be focusing on the areas of the body that are notorious for holding on to tension, especially after prolonged sitting and lots of mental activity. Those are the neck, upper back and shoulders, and we'll also be finishing with a stretch for the hip flexors. Everything we're doing today you can do right at your desk, no special equipment needed. If you're wearing socks or shoes, go ahead and slide them off and come into your bare feet, unless you don't want to. In that case, you can keep them on. And then move your chair a little away from your desk so you have a little space in front of you. Scoot forward on your chair, let both of your feet rest flat on the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your hands to rest lightly on your legs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale through the nose, allow your eyelids to gently close. Continue breathing slow and deep, and as you're breathing, just observe the sensation of the breath moving through you. The expansion in your chest and belly as you breathe in, and that sensation of letting go as you breathe out. Take this moment to mentally disconnect from everything that's happened so far today. Bring your focus to your own self, to the sensations of your physical body. Notice the feeling of your feet connecting with the ground, the feeling of the chair underneath you, the sensation of your clothing against your skin, and the temperature of the air against your skin. And then come back to observing the breath. Maybe notice a feeling of relaxation start to surface within you. And gently open your eyes. And take your hands and interlace the fingers behind you, and then place the hands against the right side of your waist. Draw your right elbow back so it's pointing straight back, and allow your right ear to come towards your right shoulder. Come back to long, steady breath, and notice the stretch that's happening in the left side of your neck, maybe down into your upper back. If you like, you can very gently move your chin a few millimeters closer towards your collarbone, really just trying to find the best stretch for you. Inhale, lift your head. Take your hands over to the left side of your waist. Point your left elbow back and notice what that does to your left shoulder. Notice how drawing your elbow back causes your left shoulder to pull back. And allow left ear to fall towards left shoulder. Remember to breathe. And if this is a good stretch for you, it is a really good one for releasing trapped tension. So you're definitely welcome to come back to this one later and stay for longer. We'll slowly release, lifting the head, releasing the hands. And we're going to come into cow face arms. This one can be done sitting in your chair, but if you're tired of being in the chair and you'd rather do this standing, you can do that. Or if you're feeling pretzely today, this is totally optional, but if you want to, just come and sit down, crossing right knee over left with your heels next to your hips, but no pressure. We're mainly focusing on the upper body here, so you're sitting or standing however you like. Bring your arms into a cactus position, and then rotate your left elbow so your left fingertips are pointing down towards the floor, and slide your hands up so the top of your hand is pressed against the upper middle of your back. And then your right hand reaches back to, if possible, grab onto your left fingers If it doesn't reach that far, that's also totally normal. If you have something around like a sweater or something that you can use to substitute for a strap, you can grab onto that and then just walk your hands closer to each other to get your maximum stretch. And wherever you are, you're going to not worry about keeping the spine straight. You actually want to be a little bit asymmetrical in this pose. The left shoulder is going to be coming down as the left elbow is pulling down, and then the right shoulder will be lifting up as the right elbow is reaching towards the ceiling. So that right elbow is really reaching up and back, and your spine is most likely going to be curving a bit to the side. And take 3 more deep breaths here, letting the pose work its magic. And slowly release. If your legs are crossed, then unwinding them and switching to the other side. So if you're in this position, just making sure both of your sit bones are firmly connected to the ground. If you're sitting on the ground, just make sure your spine is straight. Sit on some kind of a height if you need to. And for our arms, coming back into cactus. Now the right fingertips point downward and slide up against the middle of your back. Left hand reaches. And you might find that you're able to reach farther on this side than the other. Often the two sides are different. Again, reaching the left elbow up towards the ceiling, right elbow is reaching down. You're sitting tall. Close your eyes and go inward. In the stillness, allowing that relaxation to spread through you. And exhale, gently release your arms. And then we're going to make our way up to standing. And then just take a quick standing stretch, interlace your fingers, press your hands up towards the ceiling, mini back bends, make yourself long, and release. Okay, our last stress relieving posture for today we'll be addressing the hip flexors, the psoas muscle. There's going to be a couple options for this. The first one is going to involve a chair. If you have a chair with arms on the side, you're not going to be able to do this one, but don't worry, I'll show you a different option in a second. Also, if you have a chair with wheels, this could be risky, so I would recommend not doing it unless you can lock the wheels. But this is such a good one, so even if you don't have a chair like this, you can watch and then try it out later. So you start out facing forward, and you're gonna scoot forward and then turn to the right. So you're keeping your right sit bone on the chair, your right side of the booty is on the chair. With your right hand, you hold on to the back of the chair for support. And your right foot is just facing forward in front of you. With your left hand, hold on to the chair for additional support. And then slide your left foot back. So extending your back leg pretty much straight. You're gonna keep this back leg active. Your toes are tucked under and your heels pressing back. And to start out, you can bring your left hand onto your waist. And this should already feel like a pretty nice stretch for your psoas muscle here. If you want to go deeper, then inhale, lift your left arm up and reach up. And really, trust me, this is so good. It's even better than it looks. So if you can't do it now, try it later. Just notice how this posture is not only stretching the psoas, but it's also giving you a little bit of a back bend. It's opening your shoulders. It's really so great for counteracting this posture of sitting slumped in a chair. So if you're in the chair, stay here, keep breathing, enjoy this. The second option will come to the back of a chair. So again, if you have a chair that's like moving around and not stable, instead just place your hands either on the edge of your desk or against a wall. Okay, but if you can use the chair, and we're just gonna take a lunge with the chair. You're gonna keep the right foot forward, your left foot's gonna step back, toes are tucked. Your right knee is gonna come over your front ankle, your back heel is reaching back, left leg is activated. And then you can choose to stay here or inhale, lift your left arm up to deepen the stretch. And so if you are like a lunging pro and right now you are thinking, I don't need a chair for this lunge, that is true. You don't need the chair, but go ahead and try it anyway, because right now we're not going for a workout. We're going for a deep stretch of the psoas, and having the support of that chair will allow you to relax a little more deeply and deepen the stretch a little bit. So whether you're in the chair or standing, you can have a little fun and just lean your left hand over to the right. It's going to send the stretch up into the left side of your torso, left side of your rib cage. And just breathe. And then come back. All right, so if you're in your chair, use that for support to step out of it. If you're sitting in the chair, come to face forward. All right, and if at any point this feels too intense, just ease out of it a little bit. You know, you don't always have to go to 100% of maximum stretch. A lot of times 80% is just where you need to be. So we'll do the other side, whether behind the chair, sitting on it, or against the wall. So if you're in the chair, again, left hand holding onto the back, right foot is back, right leg is active. Your hand can either stay on your waist or you can inhale and reach up. And if you're standing behind the chair, you know what to do. The same thing we just did on the other side. And then lean over to the left. And release your hand down. And bring yourself to facing forward. Place both feet on the floor. Come to sitting up straight. Let your breath slow down. If you like, close your eyes for just a second and observe the state of your mind, state of your body. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. So that wraps up our relaxation break for today. I hope your body is feeling great. I hope your mind's feeling relaxed. Have a great rest of the day.